Hello, my name is Mary Leachman. I'm a licensed real estate agent with Virtual Properties in Alpharetta, Georgia. In this video, I'm going to talk about the fourth step of the home buying process. So after you have worked out your budget and you have been pre-approved and you have chosen a real estate agent that you want to work with, the next thing to do is to begin to look for properties. Now, please remember that you do absolutely need to have a real estate agent representing you when it comes to buying a property. You don't want to go with a seller's agent. And the reason that I say this is because the seller's agent is always going to have his or her client's best interest at heart, not yours. So you need to have someone looking out for you and only you. And the same thing goes for new construction. If you're thinking about buying a brand new home, you still need an agent representing you. And remember that it's always the seller who pays the agent's commission, not the buyer. Okay, so once you have chosen an agent that you want to work with, then you two should get together and talk about your needs and wants. And by needs, I mean things that are non-negotiable for you, such as location. This is usually the most important thing for most people. Most people are not willing to compromise on the location of the home. And also, for example, the number of bedrooms and bathrooms. Maybe you need to have at least a minimum of 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. Maybe you need more. So these could all be examples of non-negotiables. Now, by wants, I mean things that you would like to have, but are not necessarily a deal breaker if you can't find these things. An example would be vaulted ceilings and hardwood floors. Maybe you would love to have a home with these things, but if you can't find them in the location that you want and in the price range that you want, it's not a deal breaker. You can live without those things. So the agent should then begin to send you listings based on the criteria that you have given him or her. And whenever you see something that you really like, you should let the agent know right away, because properties do tend to go pretty quickly in our current environment. Whenever you go to visit a house that's for sale, you want to be sure and ask a lot of questions about it. You want to learn as much about the house and its history as possible. Questions like what's included in the sale of the house, how old are the appliances and major systems, how old is the roof, have there been any additions or major renovations on the house, those kind of questions. And then you need to ask yourself if you really love the house. This is very important, because if you don't love it, then maybe it's not a good idea to purchase it. Don't just settle for something that you don't love, and don't settle for something because you think that there's going to be a shortage of houses. Remember, you're going to be spending a lot of time in this house, maybe a few years, maybe several years, and you don't want to buy a house that you're not happy with. And ask yourself, do I like the floor plan? Do I like the location? Can I see myself living here? Do I like the neighborhood? And if you answer yes to all of those questions, then maybe it's time to consider making an offer on the house.